Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know. We have Malice P, White Rabbit, guys, from Crossover Breakers. This card is crashing down. It's crashing down, guys. And that's good. In a way, if you want this card, then you can pick it up at lower prices. If you have it, you're already probably getting playability out of it. You know, I wouldn't be selling this card right now. You know, the only thing that could hamper this card's price even more would be like a reprint, but that's not necessarily expected anytime soon. We'll see. But as you can see, guys, this card has entered a falling knife mode, just crashing down as people choose alternative decks. People are switching over to Blue Eyes. They're switching over now to back to Riseal, you know, thanks to the 7th Tachyon reprint. So again, a lot of moves going on in the markets right now, as you guys can see. And this card, wow, it was 35s, mid-30s, went up to the lower 30s, and now crashing down into the high 20s. As you can see here, strong crash just based on the charts. You know, but if you come to price, you see here 61 listings, guys. And you can also see that, yeah, I mean, 2683 plus shipping is essentially 2783, and you have a playset down here. But the key is the card quickly goes back up, excuse me, guys, to 30s, right here to 30s with another playset. Then the next playset, it'll be towards mid-30s. So don't get it twisted. Just because you're seeing lower prices doesn't necessarily mean that there's like massive walls of China and that the price should remain here for an extended period of time. No, to me, this is a flash crash. I expect a V-shaped recovery off the lows. I mean, it's still too soon to tell, but again, I still expect a V-shaped recovery as we head into Malice's new support. Alliance Insight is going to be here. It's just around the corner. April is just, you know, it's coming up, guys. Time is flying past, you know, by us. We already had Team YCS Vegas, then we're having YCS Houston, and, you know, we're going to have a new format upon us, guys. So again, I think the ban list, hopefully, you know, your boy being an H-Town, hopefully we got, you know, the ban list announcement there like they did in Anaheim. That'll be pretty cool. So we look forward to that possibility. But again, in the meantime, this card is crashing down, guys. It's crashing down. You got to remember, this card was 40s, man. It was 40s, you know, early this year. About what? Last month? That's crazy. We're in March. So last month, this card was 40 bones. And now you can get it crashing down at almost at 25s, guys. That's insane. That's a $13 dump a pop. That's like $40 more that you're saving. Excuse me. So right now you can get 4 of these for the price that you got a playset before and still have an extra couple of shekels or billies left, guys. So 61 listings. Yes, it's lower in price, but these are opportunities. These are flash crashes that if you've been on the sideline, either as an investor trying to pick these up or maybe to play Malice, you know, after post-alliance, you know, when Alliance Insight comes, you pick this card up now, in my humble opinion. Like, if I'd be like, you know what, I'm playing Blue Eyes right now, but who's ban list, I think Malice gets better, like in the OCG, you know, I'd be picking this card up now. That's just me, you know, right there, as this card continues flash crashing right down right now, guys. Let me know what you guys think. And then we have Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres, guys. This quarter century secret rare, it hit 50s. It hit 50s. We're talking about these at 11 bones. $11. We said, guys, pick these up. I sold that around like 20, 22s. I just took my 2X, recycled that purchasing power, and ran for them hills. But the card kept going up. The card kept going up. You see a high sale price here of 50 bones. The chart says only mid-30s, but I remember the card actually went up as high as 50 bills. And right now it's down 50% from that high. 26 listings, so you come in now. Because there's a couple of one-ofs, and then the card hits 30s, man. Then the card hits 30s, and then mid-30s, and then 40 to 50s again. So again, you want to take advantage of these flash crashes. Why? Because you have people taking profits. If you go to the 6-month chart, we literally were talking about this card at the lows. That's when we went in. We got exposure. The game is that easy. We said, guys, you have this deck, Dragon Rulers. They were gonna use this, and then we realized that Blue Eyes as well was gonna use this card as well. So again, it was easy pickings. Card went up to a 50 piece, and now it's retracing back down to the mean. If you need this card, you get it now. Yeah, you're paying a premium compared to the $11 lows, but you're getting a deal compared to the $50 highs, and the potential of revisiting those prices. You know, as we get closer to Dragon Ruler format again, but at least a new support coming out. It's going to be exciting to see just how the deck pans out, because usually, again, new support for older decks usually is trash. You know what I mean? For the most part, but Dragon Rulers, I don't know. There's just something to it that in the back of my brain is like, yeah, man, Dragon, man, like it sounds good. It sounds good, but we'll see. I'd be picking this card up here at around 25s. Again, now compared to the previous most recent prices, right here at the highs of 50s. So do what you must, man. You take advantage of flash crashes, retracements back down to the mean, before some of these cards respike back up again in its max rarity form. There's going to be people that they have, matching quarter century secret rares in their extra decks. They're going to want this specific version. So make sure you keep this one in mind. Guys, if you need a purchase, either those cards that we mentioned or any of the cards that we mentioned today, first link in the description down below. You come over here and you can track these cards, man. This data is valuable information. Look, I love it when I see data of all the cards that I'll be talking about today. What is the gist of it? Of these prices? Look, crashing down, guys, crashing down. So you want to buy cards when they're, finding a floor near the lows like this. You don't want to buy parabolic moves, cards that are getting bought out and people FOMOing in. So again, first link in the description down below. You can track each and every single card that we will be talking about today. And don't forget, guys, we have a Discord giveaway, Staples, 3 giveaways going on right now. You want to take advantage of hand traps, Staples, extra, look at that, triple T's, Little Night, guys. All you have to do, link in the description down below, come over here to our Discord or join via the link tree. Boom, one click right there. Come in. Hey, check it out for yourself. We have an amazing Discord. You get to participate in our giveaways. Boom, boom, and right there, 3 giveaways and 1 for Europe, man. If you live in Europe, come over here as well. Find the giveaways section after reading the server rules and get yourself in here to participate. Then we have Mulcharmy fuwalos, guys. This card is, again, it continues doing what we've been saying for the last month. And people are going to still act surprised. When they see this card at 50s, at 40s, at 30s, it's going to be a shock to them. But to us, we've been expecting this. Sure, are you going to get rebounds and V-shaped recovery off the lows? Nothing goes down in a straight line for the most part. So we've been expecting these rebounds and, these events, Team YCS and now YCS Houston, and people still needing the card as it gets closer to getting reprinted. People still need it, so they're coming in. We understand. But we've been telling you, I've gone on rants and rants on this card, just telling you that the trend is your friend until the end. And even though we have these rebounds, everyone gets excited when we have these rebounds here. If you see this chart, I don't even need the yearly. Look, if you see this chart, men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. Every time we have these little recoveries right here that you can see right there, recovery. This is a bigger recovery, and then a mini recovery. Every time we have these little stair steps down that we're making, people get excited. Oh, fuwalos, I knew I shouldn't have sold. I should have kept it. Look, it's going back up in price. And look, it's still holding 70s and 80s, and it's still money, and I should have done this and that and the third. Is the trend. You want to look at the big picture. That's what we do here at the Fresh Off the Press community. We don't focus on these little moves right here. We don't do that. We don't focus on these little bumps right there and this little bump right here. I mean, this is actually a bigger bump, but you guys get the gist. We don't focus on that. We focus on the general trend is down, and it'll continue doing so. We're getting this card reprinted. It's been announced for months, and people are going to still act surprised. So, yeah, Jay, but I need it. I compete. I'm going to events. My respects. But we said over a month ago, almost 2, we said, guys, if you're going to an event, I would get it, borrow it, buy it, then go to that. Let's say I'm going to YCS Houston, in 2 weeks. I'd be buying this card right now. I'd be buying, look, by the way, look at the price. I'd be like, oh, City Bones? Man, the card was like 75 to 80s the other day. 31 listings still low. Card is competitive. People play sets. Is the OG Seekers. I'd be coming in right now at 60s. Honestly, I picked this one up and this one up and this one up. Paid like $200, whatever it is post-tax. Slap it. Receive my cards in a week. Prepare it. Slide them in the deck. Chillin' McMillan. Go compete in Houston. Hopefully we top and we make, nah. If you guys get it, compete, have fun with my cardboard, this and that and the third. Maybe it's a little bit higher by Houston because people, needed it for the event, whatever. And then after the event, if I scrub out, I'm like, yo, who needs some fuwalos? Either move it there, come back home, sell it on TCG Player, even take 10, 15% hit or whatever. But I take that hit because I needed the card to play. I get it. I would prefer to do that than just holding this card down into oblivion. Honestly, man, I'm telling you, look, just making new lows after new lows. Yeah, Jay, but after they buy a couple of one-ups here and the card is back up to 78s and 80s, yeah, that's fine. But you're starting to see the cracks. That's how it is. It's not going to be like a massive crash, you know, immediate flash crash for the most part. No, it's stair-stepping its way down. Little by little, the card week by week, making new lows. And then it has a little bit of a rebound. People get excited. Oh my God, the card is still value. The card is this. After a couple of listings, it goes back up to 75s, 80s. That's expected. But you're still getting these deals here because people are panic selling. People are trying to get ahead of, you know, stay ahead of the game, because this $60 card that quickly goes to 65s and eventually back up to 78s is going to be 50s, 40s, 30s, likely at least into the 20s, maybe even into the teens, guys. So again, you don't want to sleep on this card. The value that it will be losing in just in under a month, man. Like people sleeping on, people feel like this product, guys, right here. Look at that. Look at that, Stampede. People feel like this is going to come months and months. What is this? Oh, man. Quarter century Stampede. There we go. Guys, people feel like this product is coming out months and months and months from now. It's just 3 weeks from now, guys. Guys, in 3 weeks, essentially, we're going to have Stampede. We're not even talking about a month anymore. And people are not realizing this. In 3 weeks, we're going to have Stampede. Telling y'all, man, it's going to come like that. Boom. What do you think is going to happen to a card that has been announced, that everyone needs, but that has been announced for months, that we're getting 6 different rarities all at one point? Telling y'all, guys, you're starting to see the trend. Don't be late. I'm gonna keep talking about this until the cows come home, man. Those damn cows, they need to come home back to the farm. I'm gonna keep talking about this card because I know a lot of people have this card. A lot of people still, you listen there every day, every week, whatever, and you still have it because you need it. I respect that. But only 3 weeks now. Then it's 2, then it's 1. Then just saying, man, you don't want to leave 60s, 65, 78s, $80 on the table, and then the card becomes a $20 bill. We don't do that, guys, here. Make sure, hey, every week it continues making new lows and crashing down. Hey, those are my 2 cents. Then we have a Q, the Lightless Shadow, guys. This quarter century secret rare is getting destroyed. It was 200, and now the card crashing down to new lows. It says 182s. We wish. Card is 1 cities. Right here, 25 listings, guys. A couple of 1s and 2s. And then the card does go back up to 170s and beyond. It's a hard card to get. It's scarce, but even so, is making new all-time lows. The card hasn't even kept up with the crash. That's how hard the crash has been for this card. Yeah, down $40 a pop, man. Down 40s, 40 bones a pop, guys, right here. So again, 150s would be ideal, but you do see here after a couple, it quickly reclaims 170. So I mean, if you have to be that guy, for an extra $10 here, $10 there, if you need the card, now might be a good consideration. I still think this card has room in the meta. It's just that it came out. This is the current format. We understand, but things are going to change, man. Soon, man. We're heading into April. And again, Alliance Insight is around the corner. These core sets come fast, plus a ban list. So again, a card that is still broken, but is not used as much right now. I'm telling you, man, when ban list comes and hits certain cards, people start changing and shifting and using cards that they weren't using as much before. They're using it, much more now after or after those hits because they need it. Guys, so again, a Q is just one of those core set, in this case, quarter century secret rare, and we're always talking about the secret rare. We will touch base on the secret later this week, guys, so you don't want to miss out. You do not want to miss out. Mitsu booties, ritual, guys. As we can see here, quarter century secret rares was always 75 bones, and now you're starting to see making a new low here in the 60s, in the high 60s, 31 listings, guys, 4 pages only. So again, if you need the card, we were saying at 75s is a great buy for the long term. Now, because it bumped down, $5, $6, $7, it's still good. I believe so. Heading into Alliance Insight. Again, if the new support is good, is broke. I don't know if we already know about the new support, but again, this deck is still getting tops at regionals level. Not the deck, but the engine being used, guys, and it's still great. It's still great, and it only has a couple cards. Imagine if it gets, that new support. If you're into this specific engine, this quarter century with the high end is not that bad as it continues to make new lows. And then you obviously have the ultras. The ultras, we're always touching base on this card that it continues to be best selling, even though it continues to crash down. in price. So again, these are deals, man. 87 listings. If you see these 10, 11s, 12, these are deals. It quickly goes back up to 14, 15 bones. So again, you want to be buying closer to the lows, guys. Don't let this be a 15 piece on you and eventually a $20 bill for a card that was 11 or 12s, you know, forever as it consolidates near the lows. Easy pickings as these cards continue to crash down. Then you have Kashtira Fenrir, ultimate rare. You got, you know, there was someone in the comment section like, Jay, what are your thoughts on Fenrir? Should I be buying? I love the OT. The card is still broken. At 25s, we said that I said that I'm buying this card at single digits. That's what I said. Now, does it have to go down there? Not necessarily. But again, if this card gets a Stampede treatment, PURs and PCRs and all them Ps and all the Rs and platinum secrets and this and that and the third, does this have even a quarter century? I don't even think it has a quarter century yet. What do you think is going to happen when this card gets reprinted into the ground now in 3 weeks? Again, single digits. That's what we're expecting. It is a stretch, guys. You know, 15s was always that price. From 25 to 15s, that was our main call. And then $9 to $10 was the price range that I want to pick it up at, guys. So again, you can see card was 30s, made a pit stop at 25s last time we talked about this card. And look at that. It's kept crashing down like we always knew. My bad. When I mean we, you know, it's me and your boy, the crystal ball. Because the crystal ball don't play, man. Crystal ball don't play. We're already down $5 from our call at 25s. And then you're going to come back one day and this $20 bill card is going to be 15s. And then with the man, can't even talk sometimes. With the potential or possibility of it even being like a $10 card. Come on now, guys. 59 listings, as you can see here. You know, 6 pages. I told you at 25s. Don't leave that money on the table, man. We told y'all. Now we're at 20s. People are like, oh yeah, it's still just 20s. And then they come back and it's 15 bucks and they don't realize they're down $10 a pop. Telling y'all, man. Yeah, at least 50 bones is the max, is the minimum that I'm willing to pay for a playset of these. So it just needs to go down about $4 or $5. But again, that's the conservative range. As this card continues making new lows, just as expected. Yeah, volume is coming in because people are like, oh my gosh, the card is at new lows. So, you know, I've always been waiting for this and 20s is cheap. They don't know, man. They don't know the fact, or they're not considering the fact of the potential reprint. Not announced yet. We don't know. Now, if it doesn't get reprinted in Stampede, then that's another story for another day. We'll definitely revisit this card if and when that happens. Then we have Firewall Dragon Darkfluid, guys. Neo Tempest Terahertz. I always talk about this card. In the sense, you know, when it was 67 cents, shout out to Down South, that's my guy, pick it up, then it went up, and we were saying, you know, take profits, and basically it's hard, man, to see a card that was $11, $12 become $1 again. It's hard, man. It's rough. 91 listings, massive walls of China. I mean, it's not hard for me because I don't own this. We already took profits, guys. We told you. You know, I had like 16 of these. That's crazy. We call it how it is, man. Integrity, transparency at its finest. We told you guys back then. I said I was picking 16 up. Down South picked up a bunch, and a lot of people that day that we called this as shekels picked up. Hey, that's the whole point of being early, man. Like one a guy says in the comment section, the early the early bird gets the worm, man. The early bird gets the worm. You know, so again, look. You guys want to hear the Billy Bird story? Look at that, guys. You have a tree, right? You have a tree right here. You know, you have a tree, right? There's 100 Billy Birds. No, I'm sorry, 95 Billy Birds, you know? And then there's 5 of us, fresh off the pressers, right? You know what I mean? Then you have birds flying around. You have Billy Birds here. Damn, these birds. Ooh, storytelling with Jay, man. Art class with Jay. You have 95. There's 95. Geez, terrible 9. 95 Billy Birds. Right here. Billy. Yo, Billy Birds. Yeah, right there, guys. 95 Billy Birds and 5 off, fresh off the pressers, right? You know, and in the daytime, these Billy Birds are always flying around. They're always flying around. They see the trees. They're looking for worms to eat, right? They're looking for worms. But in the daytime, when you have this beautiful sun out, you know, right here, art class with Jay. Look at that. That's my favorite part of the sun right here, guys. And there's no worms. Just as an example, no worms in the daytime. This is not applicable to real life, guys. Just putting an example. No birds in the daytime, right? And you have 5 fresh off the pressers. Fresh off the pressers, right? 5 of us, right? You know what we do? we stay up an extra 2 hours at night. We stay up an extra 2 hours at night. When these 95 Billy Birds are sleeping, we stay up an extra 2 hours. We put in the work. And then, you know, one of these fresh off the presses being me, just as an example, I realized, yo, these worms, they come out, you know, at night. Where's the moon? Can I draw a moon? Probably looks like a banana. You know, geez, that's a terrible moon. Guys, you see, in the nighttime, I realized, yo, these worms come out at night, but these Billy Birds, they're always sleeping in the daytime, right? So what do? I come back and tell the other 4 fresh off the presses, yo, there's a worm called Firewall Dragon Darkfluid. Pick that card up. I'm picking it up. That makes me a scalper. Shout out to them comments, you know, from last video. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. We all here to eat, man. Yeah. So, you know, this is the action that I take. I tell my community, and I also tell the 95 Billy Birds. But you know what their mindset is? Nah, man, I like my sleep. You know what I mean? I like to sleep. Yeah, I like to sleep. You know, I ain't spending no extra 2 hours. I never seen a damn worm on that damn tree. I ain't staying up, man. Man, y'all, stop it. You know, they don't put in the time. They don't put in the work. They take the easy route. And easy, don't get them paid. Easy, don't let them feed off them worms, man. Them damn worms, guys. So again, this is just a story, you know, just off the backs of, you know, highlighting what we talked about in yesterday's video, in the beginning of the video. You know, again, it's all about mindset. It's all about mindset, you know, because these 95 Billy Birds, we're trying to convert Billy Birds, you know, over here to fresh off the pressers, guys. Hopefully you guys had fun with the story. But, you know, the moral is, or the thing behind the story is, you know, the early bird gets the worm. You know, we're here. These 5 fresh off the pressers, including your boy, we early. And we get the worms. We feed, because these people are late. They're sleeping. They're slacking. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? So again, shout out to that. As always, this is a random, you know, comment. The early bird gets the worm. So I just thought I'd tell that story, guys. With regards to, hey, by the way, look at that drawing. Art class with Jay. Guys, you guys already know. All funds and games. That's the whole point, man. We were early. We got the worm. And then we sold the worm to them Billy Birds. The game is that easy, man. No Billy Birds whining and crying. Oh, my God. That guy's scalping and he has a group of people and all that, man. The excuses and whining and complaining and crying. Yeah, you know, good for them. We make that money. We making that bread out here, and you guys are too. So if you can relate to that, thanks for being here. Make sure you subscribe. You ring that bell on the way in. You like the video, guys. And we made money with cards like these forever and ever. Hopefully you guys sold. You know what I mean? You know, I sold most of my copies at 11s, kept the playset, actually held the playset down 50%, you know, but that was my last place. And then I got rid of these at 5s. And still, I saved, you know, down even 3x from being down now, you know, 3x. But again, we were up way up here, almost close to still at $5. We were up a lot, man. We were still up a lot because we got these at 67 cents, guys. So 91 listings, a buck and some change. I mean, if you wanted this card, if you're thinking about, you need it for Malice and you're going to play it post Alliance Insight, I honestly think this is a great price to pick it up because we might get a rebound at some point if Malice gets rehyped. Again, so it is what it is. It's crazy to see these examples. Just cards that have been crashing down like this off, you know, 11, 12 Billy highs, man. Some of these were even selling, look at that, at 20s at one point. Insane. And that's the point. You take advantage of the hype, guys. That's why we always say you sell into the hype. You know, you take them profits off the table. Yo, that was pretty fun, man. Where's that example, man? The Billy Birds? Yo, leave a comment in the comment section down below, man. All funs and games. All funs and games. But, you know, it is educational to take advantage of the mindset, you know? We need to save them Billy Birds. You know what I mean, guys? You mean what I know? We have Vision Hero Increase from Battles of Legend. Hero's Revenge. I believe this card, we said when it was 9, 10, 11s, this card is going to get reprinted in Stampede. Hasn't been announced yet, but the market, you know, is speculating. And this card is crashing down from 9s, it says, to 7s. We wish. It's a $5.85 card. 30 listings are only. Let me drink to them Billy Birds real quick. Shout out to the Billy Birds, man. The double B's. Hey, $5.85 right here. Excuse me, guys. Just some H2O. 30 listings here, guys. $5.85. You have a 27 wall of China. I'd be selling this card. Yeah, you're selling. Is the same as Firewall Neo Tempest, the one we were just talking about. that the card used to be 10, 11, 12s. The card went down to 5s, and I sold, right, down 50% from the highs, but then it went down 3x after that. You don't want this to happen with this card. Oh, Jay, the card is already 585s. Is the, you know, the max rarity for now, OG print. You know, I'll hold it. It's just 585, and then the card is $1 and some change. And if you really want to keep this card, then you just buy it again. But you get 3 more copies a pop. Sell now at 585s, and then you buy at $1 and some change, or maybe even shekels, guys. If this gets reprinted, because it'll probably get another secret rare. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? So you come in here, you do what you must. Card is already starting to crash down. It's already gone down a hefty percentage from the highs. But again, it can, the key with these, it can continue crashing down. So you want to make sure that you're early. Eat that worm, man. Early bird gets the worm. Be early and sell early compared to future prices. Make sure you keep that in mind. Then we have Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Again, Platinum Secret Rare. This card was 21s, man. Card was 21s. Right here, 21, 22s. And again, volume is coming in now at these lower prices. But the card crashed down. It says 1591s and is actually in the 14s with a playset, guys. So again, card went down from $22 to, let's say, 15s, down $7 a pop. Yeah, card was super cheap, single digits at one point. But again, you want to buy this retracement back down to the mean. If you miss this parabolic move, and this is the rarity that you happen to like, I get it. Most people like newer Platinum Secret Rares, but again, I personally think these Rarity Collection 1 Platinum Secrets just look clean. They're like better secrets in a way. I mean, in my humble opinion, I know, you know, maybe most people don't think that, but the whole point is, hey, this version is going down, it's crashing down to the mean. I believe 14, 15s is a good floor price for this card, because after that playset is just one-ofs all the way, you know, back up to 20s on the second page. So you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. This card, it's Ash, you know, and that's the thing. Even common reprints cause sell pressures to higher rarities, as you guys can see. You know, of course, not like it is going to continue going down to 10s or to 5s. We get that, but you see clear retracements. People take profits. They might be like, you know what, let me sell these, pick up a bunch of commons, still have access to the card, things of that nature, or selling their extras, and you see that sell pressure coming in. But I believe now it's a great time to pick up this staple in this specific rarity, in my humble opinion. Then you have Forbidden Droplet. Again, this one, PCR, used to be, it says 1250s, but it had a high sale price of 16s, and now it's back down to the single digits. So again, 29 listings, as you can see here. Look, right here, 29 listings right there. You have a couple of one-ofs, and then it does reclaim 12s and beyond. You know, so again, don't let the single digit card become 15s on you down the line. PCR or any of the other versions, just droplets have been retracing back down to the mean. So you want to stay ahead of the game, want to stay ahead of the curve, and get access to these cards as they retrace. These staples, man, don't sleep on these cards. Then you have Dengursu, the Orcust of the Evening Star. This card, same deal, was 19s at a high sale price of 30s recently with the hype, Orcust hype, and now retracing back down to 15. So this is when you buy 21 listings as you get ready for the new Orcust support. 15s is not bad. Yes, the card used to be single digits at one point, but we were talking about it 5s, you know, crazy. That's when I bought this card. And yeah, I still have a Euro print, but I don't plan on moving that one because it just looks so beautiful. But yeah, again, now it's 15s. Yeah, compared to previous prices, is pretty high, but compared to recent prices, you know, it's retracing back down to the mean. So if you're playing Orcust or you want to invest into this one, now is the time to get that exposure. Elder Entity here from Rarity Collection Uno. Card recently went from 12s to 15s, but a high sale price of a $20 bill, and now retracing back down to the mean of 12s. Here you see the volume is coming in. So if you need this card, 28 listings, you want to buy closer to 10 than to 20s. Don't let this $12 card become 15s in the short term and eventually 20s and beyond. You know, the card is only getting harder to get. You know, and cards like these will eventually see play in the meta at one point. You want to get exposure for its max rarity form. Then we have Nadir Servant, you know, a card that is related to the previous one here, quarter century secret rare. You know, this one was 38s pushing 50s at one point, and now it's a $28 card, 45 listings, same deal. Because then it quickly reclaims 30s and beyond at the bottom of the page. So if you need this card, you didn't want to be that guy paying 38s, 40s, or 50s. You want to come in the high 20s, way much better. Sure, could it go down to 25s? Definitely a possibility, but anything under 30, I think is great for this one, as I believe this one ages well, and in the future becomes a $40 to $50 card. Then we have some Riseal cards with Sword Riseal, Ice Riseal, and X Riseal. You know, these three cards obviously part of the Riseal core. And again, a lot of people, yes, they're playing 7 Tachyon, but they already have it. So a lot of people panicking. You know, the people that are not using the deck anymore, they think it's getting hit, or they're moving to Blue Eyes or back to Malice. You know, they're panicking. This card was 20s, and now it's single digits for Sword Riseal right here. Over 100 listings. Wow, this ultra rare is getting destroyed at the single digit mark. This is what, you know, a banless fears does to some of these cards. And again, you never know if that's just banless fears. If it doesn't hit the deck as people think or whatever, these cards can V-shape recover quickly and hard. But the same way, if the you know, banless destroys some of these, you know, as expected, then the prices can even crash even lower. So just wanted to highlight these as they crash. Look, Ice Riseal from 30s down to 14s. Insane crash, just panic in the markets. But again, you know, if you want to speculate, maybe as it goes down, pick one up just in case, you know, people still need it after the list, or it doesn't get hit as people think. If you feel like speculating, I mean, at least you're buying closer to lower prices in a way. And X used to be 28s, crashing down to sets of 15s, but this one is at 1369s. Wild, guys, wild. The panic, you know, with regards to the banlist. I believe in the next week or two, if we get the banlist at YCS Houston, these cards will continue feeling that sell pressure. Then we have number 67, Paradise Smasher. This card used to be $1 and some change. You know, as we can see, this card, yeah, $1 and some change. Went parabolic, guys. It says to 8s, but it had a high sale price of 25 bones. Insane, you know, reaching the double-digit mark. But now it's been crashing back down hard, retracing hard, back down to the mean, guys. Back down to $5, 44 listings. I have a playset of these. I bought them way back ago when they were, you know, I was like, it's a number card. This is single print. It's you know, collectors are gonna want it. It's a secret rare. Let me just get 3 of these. Probably got these at shekels a pop, and now, you know, they're still 5s, even though with the supply coming back in. But yeah, you know, if I can move these at H-Town, you know, I'll take the $5 a pop because I got them way cheaper. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. But that's me. In your case, if you need this card, yeah, I would be buying it now at around 5s, knowing that it was not just 12, 13s, but people were overpaying for this, even in the high teens to 20s. $5 doesn't seem too bad. You know, sure, could it go under 5s for a moment? Yeah, but again, the demand is now here. This card is in people's radar. So I'd definitely be picking it up at 5s. Just like, let's say you need one to play, $5 way better than 13s, 15s, or 20s. Not bad at all. Of course, the card could use a reprint and maybe even get it in like Battles of Legend Monster, Mayhem, or anywhere else, but we just don't know. It's all speculation. So $5 is not bad for a card that just recently was hot and double digits. Then we have swordsoul moyer, guys. From Mama, this card was 8-9 bones. It says 459s, but it's $1 and some change. Golly, 51 listings, guys. This card just got destroyed. Insane, as we can see here. It does quickly go back up to 3 at the bottom of the page, but I mean, yeah. And when you have supers, clean super rares at quarters, you know, people are like, yeah, ultra, I mean, let me just get the supers, you know. But again, at $1 and some change, it ain't bad, man. It ain't bad. You know, who knows if and when the card gets an additional reprint, and it is the higher rarity from the super, so at $1 and some change is not bad, especially for a card that was 8 and 9s and was super scarce. So you definitely want to make those considerations. Then we have Millennium Ankh. The deck was 17, I'm sorry, not the deck. The card was 17 bones pushing 20s, and then the card retraced back down to 12s, and you see a little bit of a bump up there, guys. So again, 12 to 13s, if you need this card, I'd be picking it up now. 26 listings are still low. Unless this card gets a reprint soon, I expect this card to revisit 15s in the short term, maybe even become a $20 plus card again. So again, if you need this card, you buy now. If you need it, you don't believe it's getting reprinted, you come in, you get exposure, 4s, 15s, and beyond, 3 pages only. Just wanted to show this one as it continues, you know, its retracement back down to the mean. Then we have Infinite Impermanence. You know, we told you guys to sell this common. It was $8. $8. We said sell this card. No way this is 7/8, man. It's going to be the same price as the new common from the Blue Eye Structure deck, which is now currently at around 3s. And now the Structure deck common from Fire King's Structure deck, look, says came down to 351, but the card is 3 bones. You know, you have a couple there. Multiples at 330s, guys. So again, 61 listings. I'd just be getting the newer one from the Blue Eye Structure deck. But again, you know, it literally did what we said it would right here as it crashed down. So again, we're just waiting. In 3 weeks, we'll know, you know, if we're getting alternate art imperms, or just in case. If not, I'm going to come in hard on these commons, man. I'm going to come in hard because imperms, it'll always be a needed card, even for a common. It's the staple of staples. Even your boy playing like Scrub Morpheus, I played 3 of these. That's it's in like every single deck. Like my Scrub Morphea deck doesn't play hand traps, especially in the main. Maybe in the side it doesn't play hand traps, but you know what it does play? Infinite Impermanence. Essentially every Yu-Gi-Oh deck needs this card. So again, even though it gets reprinted, there's always new people cycling back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And they need the card and they didn't have it, and people need building a second, a third deck, or a pet deck. They're gonna always want imperms. So again, I'm just waiting like a hawk, just looking at Stampede. And if this card doesn't get reprinted, then your boy's going into commons. Your boy, even if we get other commons in the future, but again, there's gonna be a lapse of time, a gap zone between this print, you know, the Blue Eyes print, and any future potential prints if it's not Stampede, and your boy wants to take advantage of that gap. Because if it doesn't get like an alternate art soon, this common is going to go back up to 750s. Not just this one, but the new Blue Eyes one. The game is that easy. And we have Primite Drillbeam. This card was what, 649, 650s recently, crashing down at 391s again. Wow. So again, you see it in the 3s, 4s right here. 70 listings. So again, if you need your one of, you come in at 4s. It's better. You never know if this card reclaims 5s or even goes to 6 or 7 50s down the line. So again, as this card retraces back down to the mean, not too many copies. So you want to make sure that you pick up yours right here at around 4s. Not bad at all for this card, especially if the deck just gets better post-banless. The Blue Eyes Primite deck, don't sleep on this one. Then we have Amy, no. Mura Kumo, no. Yes, maybe. Mitsu booties. Supreme Darkness. This card again just continues crashing down, but you do see a little bit of a bump up here, like trying to get away from the lows, trying to make a new swing high, trying to make a new uptrend, guys. So again, as this, don't let this ultra be $5 on you up 2x or beyond. Don't do that. So you have a couple of one-ups and then the card is 279s. This could easily be a $5 card once again, and maybe even 750s to 10s down the line. Not saying that it has to, but the potential is there if Mitsu booties get their new support and people start using them more again. Don't sleep on this ultra from Suda, man. Supreme Darkness just got reprinted too. So, you know, safe bets. Safe bets. You know, make sure you make those considerations. And then we have Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. Again, the Legendary Duelist Season 2 Max Rarity. Card was, you know, used to be money at around 21s. Crashed down to 14s now. And here we are. So the card is down what? $7 a pop? 23 listings are right here. The card is just down right now, guys. So again, not like 40%. Listings are still low because this card is still hard to get. It's still the max rarity, still the one that people are going to prefer. But again, you do see large volume candles, people coming in. The lower the card's price goes, because there's a lot of casual Blue Eyes players out there. It's not just about the the meta and competing and the end all be all. There's people, they're like, oh, new Blue Eye support, let me just build a casual deck to play with the boys. You're going to want this max rarity version. So as it continues making new lows, you know, you continue to monitor this card. Maybe it hits 1250s, maybe it hits 10s. Not bad for the max rarity, because who knows if and when we get an additional reprint. A card like this would be nice again in Stampede, or maybe in any other future rarity collection. But in the meantime, you know, the secret rares, it retraces, is not bad. And even the common, guys, you have an ultra that is 12s, a secret that is 13s. This common is going to be money. I don't know how else to say it. If this card doesn't get any reprints in the short term, like a Stampede or, you know, Battles of Leather, just somewhere, this common is going to be money. It's going to go from shekels to billies, man. I don't care if I see, you know, walls of China here, hundreds of copies, and, you know, it's shekels under quarters and volume is going down and most people are not buying it. That's fine. That's fine. It'll just get scarce, and you're going to have the casual Blue Eyes players just needing access to this. Of course, right now, there's no volume. Why would there be? Everyone has this card. Even I own this card indirectly, just cracking open a, you know, Blue Eyes structure deck. But what do you think happens month 2, month 3, 6 months, a year down the line? Card doesn't see a reprint. Casual players just need it. So definitely make those considerations. Guys, link in the description down below. Come over here. Check out, you know, our discounts, tools, and resources for the community for you guys. $15 off, whatnot. Make sure you take advantage of that. And don't forget, your boy has a podcast. We did make 3 episodes, you know, years and years ago. A lot of people still don't know. So they're evergreen content. You can still listen into it today, and just great value and just general advice offered there. Don't miss out. And guys, tomorrow Tomorrow, we will be giving away this card. Leave a comment in the comment section today. This video right here, right now, we're going to select our winner from the comment section of today's video. We're selecting it tomorrow on live stream. You don't have to be there. Even if you're not there, you still, if you win, we're choosing the winning comment. I'll communicate with you. Make sure Triple Tactics Talent right here. Guys, shout out to Ungowned X. We will be hosting our AK giveaway on the channel tomorrow. So you want to make sure that you leave a comment in today's video right there. We're like 1 Billy Bob away, literally. We're like 7.9999 at the time of recording. So we're gonna do our giveaway tomorrow. Subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way in, comment in today's video, and you're in, man. So make sure you give yourself a shot for our giveaway tomorrow. I'm super excited. We always love to give back on the channel, and so many other giveaways, man. A lot of members of the channel and community members reaching out, wanting to give back to the community as well. It's insanity. What a community we're building here, man. You guys are just amazing. So make sure you subscribe, man. Make sure you guys get exposure to these giveaways. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, just off that note, just wanted to, highlight. Look at these comments, man. Look at that. People, can I send you a Schwartz child? Love the content and want to support you, meaning me, and the channel and the community, and give just so many great people in this community, man. Don't listen to the noise. Oh, this community's trash. This community, yeah, there are a few bad apples, like the ones we talked about yesterday. Of course, that's life, man. That it comes with the territory. But again, 95% of people in this community are just amazing people. Look, I think they're just mad because they hear Billy Bob's buying off us when things spike. Look at that. Look at that. Just great comments, man. Insane people. That's my guy Cisco right there. I need to respond to some of these comments, but just amazing feedback. Yo, what cards we scalping next, man? Might be that Billy Bob token. Hey, keep that on the low, my guy. Man, just my guy Scott right here. Members of the channel. Look at that. Look at that, man. The best Yu-Gi-Oh! MARKETWATCH channel. My humble opinion. You got that's my guy. Nah, man. Hey, my name this later. That's my guy. Yeah, and I could keep scrolling down. Just wow. Look at that guy. Shout out to Deli, man. Yo, telling you, man. Man. Oh man, I love it, man. Yo. He should have seen what you did to Easy Yugioh, man. Hey. Good times, man. That's my guy Tyler, guys. Again, love this community. Sorry, man. Just had to take a moment to shout out. And there's dozens and dozens and dozens of more comments. What a community, man. It just makes my passion be that stronger. That, for you guys, for the people here, that we share the same mindset. Guys, much love to you guys. Damn, we're 42 minutes in. Golly, man. My bad. You going an hour today? Jeez, man. Yo, when you love something, time ain't a factor. Guys, we have Majesty, fiend. Show me the cards. Hey. You have here, secret rare. This card, due to the new, Monarch support, we're seeing volume coming in. But if you go to the yearly, this card has been crashing down. Used to be 15s, went as low as the 10s. But really, we're even at 9s, guys, with low sale prices of 5s, 21 listings. So again, I still think this card is going to get hype right now. Thanks to Monarch, it's going to go from 9 bones back up to the previous highs and might even become a $20 card. Keep that in mind. Now, I personally think that we're getting at least a platinum secret and a quarter century in Stampede. Definitely a possibility. Excuse me. It just needs these prints. A card like this. A Vanity's Fiend, Majesty's Fiend, Jay's Fiend. You guys get it. I believe those cards are getting reprinted. Vanity's Ruler, in the nostalgic sector of Stampede. So just keep that in mind. If I would have this card, I'd take advantage of the hype and the volume due to Monarchs. I would be selling in the teens just in case this card gets reprinted in 3 weeks. You definitely want to make those considerations. So the card has been crashing down. Again, great time to buy if it wouldn't be a reprint season. But if it rebounds strong, I'd be selling to them Billy Bobs, guys. We have Traptrix, Rafflesia. Oh, man. Ultimate Rare card was what? 20 bones in the last 3 months, crashing down to 13s. And here we are, man. Here we are. 36 listings, guys. I mean, this is the Ultimate Rare. Yeah, you have quarter centuries of 5s or 6s or so around there, $8. So, again, I'd be personally picking up this Ultimate Rare. That's just me. But some people are going to prefer, the quarter century. And we can see this $20 card going down But the more down it goes, then the better it is to pick up. A lot of one-ups. Play sets are at 15s. So again, just one that I wanted to highlight as it continues going down in price. We have Grave Divers. Who's that? Grave Diggers Trap Hole. Again, that's a card associated with Rafflesia. You know, for the most part, it's a trap hole. It's a whole card. Again, this is a card that I actually use in Scrub Morpheus. So the more it goes down in price, the more I want, you know, this card. I'll wait to see if it gets a reprint in Stampede. If not, maybe in Battles of Legend. But I don't mind picking up these secret rares, especially, you know, because these secret rares were 12s at one point, had a little bit of a double top. You have the cat pattern right there, guys. Hey, the Billy Birds are still here. Nah. Look at that, man. Look at that. Yeah, the cat pattern. Yes. Look at that. Hey, if the cat smiles at you, you sell, man. Right there. One ear is bigger than the other. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. The cat pattern. That's a sell pattern, man. That's a sell. I'm sorry, signal. The cat pattern is a sell signal right here, guys, as we can see. If he's smiling at you, he's about to take your money, man. He's about, where's them whiskers? Right there. Heart class with Jay, man. Hey, don't let this damn cat take your money. Yo, if you 46 minutes in, you deserve this, you know, for the funsies, guys. But again, card has been crashing down from 12s to 7s. That makes me happy. You know, hopefully I get this at $5. We'll see. 41 listings, though, so the card is not as easy to get. And after a couple of one-ups, it does go back up to 850s. But again, card was 12, so if you're like me, I'm looking at this card, watching it like a hawk, see if we have any type of, you know, consolidation here, because this is Falling Knife on the 3-month. Just waiting. Yeah, the 1 month don't even work. So waiting for a little bit of more of consolidation down here before your boy pulls the trigger. You know, $20 a place up for OG Secrets. You know, I might do it. I might do it. We have Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Again, we told you guys to sell these ultras at 15s because we had, you know, either the OG Secrets or a common budget print. And now the card is 9s. I mean, it does quickly go back up to 10s, but yeah, 43 listings. So again, this is another one that if it gets a quarter century in a platinum secret, I wouldn't be mad. It would be deserving. So something to be lookout in Stampede to see if it happens, because right now this card is getting destroyed in price. We have Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder. We've been speculating that this card also comes in Stampede, you know, and the card was what, 15 bones, crashing down to 9s right here. And I think there's still going to be a sub $5 card, especially if Stampede comes and reprints this to the ground as expected, guys. So 68 listings. Don't sleep on this card right here in the sense of selling it. Yeah, it's down 5 bones, over 5 bones, but it could be down 5 more bones and you're down 50 more percent. So again, don't sleep on selling, you know, before the major crash continues. Then we have Thunder Dragon Colossus Ultimate Rare. Thanks to the quarter century reprint, this card was 30, says crashing down to 24s, but it's a $20 card. Wow. This card used to be $80 at one point. A year ago, man. Almost less than a year ago, this card was $80 at one point. And now it's a $20 bill. Wild. And it was 50 bones just late last year. 32 listings. I mean, the lower it goes, I've always wanted this card because it looks beautiful. And if it keeps going lower, you know, we might get exposure. Because the card is just that beautiful. It's actually back, you know, from being banned and or on the list, limited, whatever it was, you know, now, even though it's not seen play yet, from an OTS Tournament Pack 10, just a $20 bill, that is not bad, guys. Not bad at all. You know, you're starting to see mini walls here as well, so that makes me excited. I want to get this card, at least one, to get exposure. We'll see. As it continues crashing down, definitely a great pickup. We have Lingaribo. This card just continue making new lows into the 3s. I mean, you do have a place at 420s, and then it does go back up to 5s. But again, this card is another one that Stampede, just reprint this card, man. It'd be nice for it. This is the core set Ultra that is the max rarity because it has a super, yeah. Thought it had a common too, but not yet. Again, Lingaribo needs to be reprinted. Hopefully it doesn't Stampede. If it does, this card will be free 99, so I'd be moving it just in case. Drytron Nova, we're always talking about this card getting reprinted, and I believe it does. If not in Stampede, then, in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. Card was what? 12s, went up to 15s, back down to 1250s, and we're at 12s. 45 listings. Don't let this be a single digi card on you. That's all I gotta say. I'm not even gonna talk too much about this one. I'd be selling this card. We told you to sell at 15 pluses. Now it's back down to 12s. don't be that guy. Still holding on to this card at sub 5 billies. Then we have Chaos Daedalus, man, CR from Toon Chaos. This card, it's a $5 CR. I'm like, what? Card used to be 20s, down 4x, and it's a $5 CR. Yeah, sure. It's because Jay doesn't see play, card is trash, no one plays it. We understand. But you never know. It's a Sea Serpent, Chaos card, dark. You never know. At $5 for a CR, it makes me want to jump in, at least get one of these. We'll see, but it's down 4x. CR from Toon Chaos, not bad. Vessel for the Dragon Cycle, card was what? $2, went up to 8s, crashing back down to 350s to 3s, because people realizing, 10s, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, so what? It's 3s, maybe 4s with a couple right here, but it's down, 50%, as we can see here. Again, who knows if and when this card gets reprinted. It's a clean super, I believe is the max rarity from OTS Pack 17. I get it. If you need it, 3 to 4 is not bad compared to 8s. But we're heading into the reprint season. Not to say that it has to get reprinted because it's a very niche specific card. But, make those considerations when looking at this card as it continues to crash down. Then we have Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, another card that I believe is coming in Stampede. I haven't made like a dedicated video like, oh, I believe this list of cards is coming in Stampede. No, but just talking like throughout the market watches, that's just the approach that I've been taking. Like I see a card, I'm like, yeah, it could be in Stampede. So it is what it is. So Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, this card, first ed, used to be 13 bones. 13s crashing down, making new lows on the yearly chart. Says 474s, and here we are at 450s with a playset, 21 listings. This card has spiked up throughout history, the OT and the OG secrets, but I believe it's time. Yeah, pendulums are not doing anything, but still, it's just an iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card as a fusion, Odd Eyes Fusion monster, so I believe this one should get the Stampede treatment, and if it would, this card would become free. $1 and some change, maybe even shekels, so again, I'd be getting rid of it just in case as we head into the reprint season. Then we have Liberator, Ito, quarter century secret rare, used to be 15s, they're holding 9s, 10s, man, I don't know why this card doesn't keep going down. I'm waiting for it to get that second leg down, down to 750s or 5s, hopefully so I can get exposure, but as a quarter century, it's hard to get. Corset QCSR, 33 listings, and most people that pull it, they're like, $10, man, might as well hold it just in case, can't blame them. So it is what it is from Suda. Keep it in mind. We have Rescue Ace Hydrant. This card was 9s. And I was like, how is this a $9 to $10 card? Sell this card. Another card from those highs crashed down to 6s. And here we are. 48 listings. Who's playing this? It could possibly get another reprint, but even if it does, who's playing this? Why is this super $6 from Amazing Millennium? Sell this card. That's just me. Christian Phoenix, Invasion Vengeance. Card was 540s. Crashing down to 3s. And here we are at 2s and some change. Quickly goes up to 3s and some change. 39 listings. So again, still a single print from Invasion Vengeance. Probably gets a reprint maybe in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, but people still going to want to play the deck and need access to the card. So I'd be picking this one up as it crashes down, retraces back down to the mean. I'd be picking this card up right now, but that's just me. And then we have Christian Sofany. You guys get it. From Raging Tempest, we told you guys to sell this card as it was 6 bones because we expected a reprint at some point when we got it, and now the card got destroyed down to 2. So again, down, essentially down 3x, 2.5x. So now if you need it, you're getting the max rarity still. Not bad to get it, because I don't see this card getting like an additional print anytime soon, because it already got. Did it come? Was it this one that came a common? Yeah. So it got the common print. No way. This common is $1.50. What the? Man, Christian players need to stop. I just get the super right now. I wouldn't be Billy bobbing into that common. Spellbound from Darkwing Blast. Card was 560s. Crashed down to 2s right here, as you can see. 46 listings. So again, the more it goes down in price, you see it's scarce. You don't see like walls of RO9s or beyond. So again, you buy the crash. You buy the retracement back down to the scene of the crime for this one. I mean, could it get reprinted down the line? Sure, but this OG secret rare, not bad for a card that was pushing almost 6s not too long ago. Again, this is the 3-month chart, so it was 6 just last month. It was pushing 6s. So at around 2 is not bad to make those considerations. Then we have a couple of Infernoid cards. We have Decratron, quarter century secret rare. This card on the yearly, you know, used to be 40 bones, and now the card is 22s, 23s, essentially down 50%, guys. So again, if you're into Infernoids, just one of those old deck archetypes that you never know if and when they receive new support, you know, you want to get exposure to Battles of Legend, Terminal Revenge, quarter century secret rare. Not bad, guys, not bad. At around the $20 mark, you know, I would wait for a little bit of consolidation at around 20s and get that exposure. Then we have a Nunku Ultimate Rare and Tiara Ultimate Rare. That's why we usually say to sell into the hype, guys. Look, a $20 card becomes 7. Excuse me. Card was around 20s, now is down almost 3x, guys. And this is a clean ulti, man. If you see these at 5s, not bad. You know, to pick them up. You never know with Infernoids if they ever make a comeback. If grass comes to 3, you imagine? It's like 1 is not enough, huh? The 60 card pile. You never know with these graveyard decks. Ones like Orcust get support. Some people might go back to Phantom Knights or Infernoids, so these graveyard decks. So these OTs, you know, and QCSRs, not bad at all. Look at that. Tiara used to be 17, 18s. Now back down to 4s and 6s, guys. So again, if you want some clean OG first ed OTs in the single digi range, not bad at all. And then you have Deviati from Cross Souls. You know, card was 5 bones, crashing down to a $150, down 3x. So it is what it is. And then lastly, we have Elemental Hero Sparkman, miscellaneous promotional card. I own this card. It is beautiful. I love buying like promos and miscellaneous cards like these. Card was 8s, set is crashing down here. And yeah, I mean, it's 4s, man. Wow. So as you can see, you know, the card is down essentially 50%, man. 19 listings only. If you're just looking for a random card to buy in Yu-Gi-Oh! That looks really, really nice, and it's a hero card, not bad to pick these up at around 434s, because after that, it quickly goes back up to 750s at the bottom of the page. You do have some walls to China, but definitely the one to consider, you know, as we head out of today's market watch. So let me know what you guys think, man. Make sure you guys leave a comment in the comment section down below, guys. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell on the way out so you can participate in our Triple Tactics Talent giveaway, guys. Shout out to Ungowned X, man. Leave a comment down below. We will be selecting our winner tomorrow. Don't miss out. Give yourself a shot. Make sure you subscribe. Share this in one place with one person in the group chat. It really does go a long way, guys. I would gladly appreciate that. And yeah, I'm happy. Essentially at 8K. Happy because the work continues to pay off. We continue to grind. We're building an amazing community over here. And you guys are just the best. I'm biased. I don't care. It's my community. You guys are just amazing. It is what it is, man. Not because it's my community. It's because you guys are just awesome. So if you made it this far out, guys, you guys are straight MVPs. Much love to each and every single one of you guys. Thanks for being here. Listening to your boy. His rants, providing the value, the cards, everything. You guys are just amazing, man. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. We're almost what? Essentially an hour in, 58 minutes in. You guys are just, yo, if you made it this far out into the video, I don't know what I'm going to do with you guys, but you guys are just the best. So, yeah, hopefully you guys got value out of today's Market Watch. Subscribe on the way out. We continue to grow and convert Billy Bobs over into the, I can't wait to see over into our community, you guys' reaction, and just have fun in the comment section. So make sure you leave your opinion regarding them Billy Birds, guys. So, guys, thank you so much for your time, your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.